The menu music is a bit far into me having started the game and the music having had played for a while. What am I saying? It's the same day as the last part. I want to play more. The other one, however, I recorded right when I woke up, and now I'm recording right when before I'm going to bed. Kim, I love you. Where are you? There you are, hiding. Good morning. How long have you been there? Who's to say? God, my arms are. I did some. I don't. Not trying to flex, literally. I did some workout and my arms. Oh my God, I did this tricep thing like above your head and whatever, and then I did it again, and then I did it. I don't usually do a lot of sets, but oh man, my arms just don't really function right now. So much so that even my hands are like, even just gaming. Anyway, that's the life, I guess. You in here, lady? Ruby? Ruby. Let's ask.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I was so close to, as a joke, just going off on you, lady. But then I held back. I was gonna start really swearing at you for no reason, because it would have been funny, but I'll do it at some point in this part. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby? Or just, in general, a red-haired woman around here?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Seen?
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
Right, that's why the emphasis on seen. Right, because you're blind.
This is a sharp one.
I apologize. You got like R's? Sorry, whatever.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
Would you now? I know how this world works, and it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
You know something. We're here to help. Yeah, it's not what are you, tiny little red sock lady? This is like when that man locked himself in the woodshed. We just need to help her come out. There was a man who locked himself in the woodshed?
No, it's not like that, man. With him, we called you. Right now, you just arrived by yourself, like a raven plucking at the window glass.
Babbly. Sorry.
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
I understand. I respect it. Fuck the police and all that. She gangster. God damn it, I know you know something. This shit is important. I see you know something, but you've decided not to tell us. Okay, but we'll be back if we find anything suspicious. You know stuff, but you don't want to tell us, huh?
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
Wouldn't that be something? That's new, right?
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Yeah, let's do nothing and just leave. What are you talking about? Why is this even a choice?
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in here?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though. Something bad. Someone's night thoughts. A last resort. A bad idea.
Maybe a gun. Search through the sand and sawdust.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then something hard wrapped in paper.
A gun.
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
A bullet. For my Valentine.
A 9mm bullet, to be exact.
Level up.
Fit for all muzzle loaders of that caliber. Like your own Villiers pistol, for example.
Villia. Yeah, Villia. A bullet. Interesting.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. Holding the bullet, you get the feeling this isn't ammunition against you. It's for herself.
We got another level. Ask about Ruby. Doobie doobie doobie. Can we look at it? Can we look at it? Can we look at the fucking bullet? Where is the... why is there an empty thing here? Guess we'll put the die there. Guess we'll put the figurine here. We don't even have a bullet. Go. What's in there anyway? Nothing. Hello.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Mm-hmm.
I hope the waves don't
Yeah,
eat
shut
you
up.
at
Why
night.
was there a bullet under
What
the
can I
floorboards?
help? Damn that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
I feel like she just did.
A bullet?
Yes.
You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
Right, so you rented the room to her.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl.
She speaks slowly, wringing out a rag. After a long silence, her hands move. Yeah, okay, cool.
As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
She seems genuinely worried about her previous tenant. She's seen her hiding out from trouble before. But this seems different.
That's for the police to find out. Right then. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
Like, you said she left on Monday, question mark?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
Dogs.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Kim, she must have heard your kinema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
Heh, with a bit of a smirk. Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No,
Alright. What's she like, Ruby?
she's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
No. What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show. but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
Not like I have a choice. I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye, do tell.
It's an exit plan. On second thought, I'd rather not say. It's not something I want to think about. It's an exit plan? For her. I get it, but you can handle it.
Exit from what?
This, but like she can't see you, man. The world?
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
Right. I heard she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. You ever witnessed that kind of behavior?
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset.
The sun sets for everyone.
It does.
She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself the way some people do.
By some people, you're talking about the drunks over here, right? And not me. Definitely not me. Did she have any technical equipment with her?
Not that I knew of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieux she'd made.
Mixtape millions.
Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
Screech, screech.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go, then. I was really hoping she'd be hiding in this village. You sure she didn't go somewhere more pleasant and less wet? Further up the coast we go, then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The felled electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
The felled electric mural. I was thinking about that one big building with the dad outside explaining. Because I could go up there, right? Or it showed there was something, there was like an area you could actually access. But I'm not able to go there, so I know, like, at some point.
One thing, officer.
Go on.
If you do find her, please go easy on her.
Yeah, they all say that.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Even if she did shoot a guy in the chest, wherever he was shot, and tried to cover it up. Hey, you got anything to say about a Ruby?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it.
I'm looking
Wind
for
is
someone
turning
else.
southeast. Oh? Who?
I am looking for a suspect who might have an interest in me. Would that be you? Anyway, who might have stayed in this neighborhood?
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently, over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
If I ever need it.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
You got any snipers that you know of, maybe? See, that's a boat. Huh. Can you take me to...
I'll just keep the in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
Are you gonna take me to a new area? And I can check for the sniper thing? But then there'll be a whole new area? God, no. I want it, but I also don't. Because, man...
Aye, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty?
Jibbity jib 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 jib. Hello, ma'am.
Hello, detectives.
Giggity giggity.
It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
Yeah, I only just came.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
That. And she's also keeping an eye on you.
Have you been spying on us? I say with a smile, as to be mostly joking about it.
Spying has such a negative connotation. I did track your progress along the coast, however, and decided I would be better able to assist you from here.
Yeah, spares me the long walk to the, Have you come to admire my mural?
Then there's the matter of that little scamp in old lady clothes. She threatened to paint the cordelate she read. Like blood, you see. Well, I like it the way it is. White.
And brown. Yes.
What is this? Destruction of property? Hooliganism? Elder abuse? And who is this scamp, anyway?
Well, I know who it is. What are you talking about? Bitch didn't want to give us her paintbrush. Fucking little scampy ass. That'll count as my rage that I said earlier I was gonna do against someone. Doesn't really count, but I just realized that I forgot about it, and then I remembered. But then I was like, I don't even want to do that now. Unless the opportunity really presents itself. Anyway, there you go. The lore continuation and the story progression. And what am I saying?
No need. Lillian and I are getting on much better. For one, she appreciates the concept of rent.
So how do you like it here?
How do I like it?
Yeah, she casts her gaze. I always cast all my gaze towards the village. Slush melting on the cinder blocks. Construction work left half finished 10 years ago.
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune.
Jetty jetty jet jet jetty jet.
The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
That one might not be mine. Huh. Because we found one that wasn't mine, so...
Fortunately for you, madame, The RCM is on the scene.
All right. Politics time. Let's react.
Well, you can't say that. That word has been copyrighted or trademarked by the Fine Bros. They'll give us a fine, bro. And that's not fine, bro. What am I doing?
Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
I hate politics. I don't want to do this. You're right to be scared. This is all your fault. You're no danger, Whisper. The working class have no idea what's happening to them. Try not to be scared. This is just how the real city looks. The place is doomed anyway. Don't worry, I got her sword. I do want to show it just because it's that thing in video games when you find or acquire a thing and then that becomes an option in a conversation. You have to do it. It's always the best one.
Perhaps you shouldn't have. I sort of liked it on her.
It's not. I didn't. Yeah.
It's early spring, and the rains are coming. An officer enters a low hut of stone and wood. Inside, weapons are piled against the walls. Rifles with splintering stocks, and swords, tens, if not hundreds. They're antiques, says Lieutenant John, the archetype McCoy, to his partner. They're digging them up from the catacombs now, fixing them. Old caches from the revolution.
Catacombs. The catacombs. The cuckoo.
The children carry them up. Come May, the streets will be flooded. Outside, the wind rattles the loose hatches, flooded with cheap weapons in angry hands.
Angry hands.
Have I told you how they discovered this place?
The fishing village?
No, they're in Celindian, Isola.
No. You have not told me how they discovered the Celindian Isola.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
Oblivion, that's so me. 45% is around where I operate. Things are getting better though. They are getting better.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me, we got time.
Do we?
Do we not?
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit.
Yep.
This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you.
This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez, at the very end of her stay.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with, while you're hot in pursuit.
Nah. I'ma leave, lady. Take care. Do 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 do. What'd she say? Go up, get wet feet. Church. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for here. How far out can we sim? That might actually help us a little bit, even if it doesn't fully highlight everything. Boop doop 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 doop. Ruby. Can I ask them if they've seen Ruby?
Hello again.
Have you seen a red-haired woman around?
No,
Just no?
it's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night, and see the shadows move down the coast.
That's good. No neighbors to complain about the noise when you get the club going.
Exactly. It's our chance to turn the grim desolation into an overwhelmingly fun dance party.
I don't know, but yeah. What about you boys?
Hi again. So, how are things going? Goodbye.
Anyway. Do 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 do. I always think about that song, I guess. Where can we go? We can go here. There's nothing here. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Whoa, it showed up I could walk here, but I can't. I can't walk there. But if I move, then it tells me I can walk places. We have to go all the way around. That's a bummer. I'm gonna be real. That tree looked like somebody holding a weapon, about to throw it at me. Wait. We were checking for sniper spots. And I didn't realize if I had to like highlight something and click it. How is everything looking over here? Is this a weight? Can I stand on it? No. And the way I got the other sniper spot was just a thought appeared, right? A little thing. So maybe if I walk in the right place. I went all the way up here, but maybe it's... It's a long way down to your death. Well, I guess not. Is that even still left for us to check boardwalk for bullet traces? Check island. How do we check the island? Anyway, like, where am I supposed to go here? This is the boardwalk. A fucking thought actually popped up, but it wasn't what I needed. Here? That's a little bit weird. Here? See, is this the place? Someone's in here. Boardwalk? Yellow. There's a slit in the concrete here. A sewer? So do I have to get up there, and that's where what counts as the boardwalk, or is that what we're looking for? I mean, there is a sewer here, right? Oh, what is this? The beams are splintered. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. Climb in the sewer. And what is this way, anyway? That's just the place with the guy. Nothing down here. That's just gonna take us right back. Alright. Just covering all the tracks. Making sure.
The light vanishes inside the concrete slit. The structure goes deep under the earth.
Yo ho into the slit. What's in there?
Maybe it's just a storm drain for the sewer.
Kim, any idea what's down there?
No idea. Could be connected to one of the buildings around here.
Think we might find Ruby down there?
We might find her down somewhere. There's an old storm drain system beneath Martinez that's mostly collapsed. Revachol sewage system has been built and rebuilt 4 or 5 times now. In conclusion, she could be under any building.
But not in there.
I hope not.
Yo-ho!
There's no echo and no answer.
Now, how in the poopy fuck would I go about getting in there? Except maybe the door over here? Which, is it over here? It is. Thank you for the autosave. I might need it. I'ma be honest. Yeah, is that how we get to the island? There's no, like, crossing all this, is there? Hell no. Sorry for all the running, Kim. But you're in good shape. You can handle it. Oh, gotta go around. Alright, this requires something for us to try.
An old door, worn by elements,
Interfacing.
guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
I
The
have...
door hasn't been opened in a long while.
It's
You see
impossible.
a handle.
Impossible. So maybe it's just always gonna be impossible. Whoops. I could put one... No, I can't even put a point into interfacing.
An old door, worn by... You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Huh. The door is shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere. Come on, we even got in the light-bending guy's container. But you're saying we can't get in here?
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
That's not... What are you talking about?
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
But that's who I am, who we are.
Yeah, I understand you. I like opening doors as much as the next guy. But this one is simply beyond repair and we don't have the resources needed to open it. Relax, no one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And
At least you can think
sorry.
about opening it. About doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful would come from this.
Door? I mean, I've kind of forgotten about this. I guess we could... Good lord. I'm not quite sure what I would get rid of. Wasn't this one dumb? No, that's the one that actually gives me money. But we might not need that now. The XP is really good though. Physical instrument. +3 perception. This one gives me XP. +1 XP for every orb clicked. I didn't even realize I had that. 10 cents every time I click a green orb. But they're kind of gone now. I definitely should get rid of something. But Maybe later we'll do that. But then these take time. Only 45. I want to do this one as well. What takes the longest? White Morning. Yeah, it's probably a good one too. The communism one we can leave alone. We ain't gotta do all of them. Wumpty Dumpty Dum. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum. If I remember, I'll look at these next time before I start recording, and I'll make my mind. It's gotta be one of these like learning caps, like whatever. Speed? What? Yeah, anyway, sorry. Okay. You sure?
An old
Oh. Wait, what was that?
old door worn by
Nah. Okie dokie then. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. We're hot in pursuit. They want us to keep going. I was gonna go back and try to open that goddamn ice maker again, but... Oh, you seem like a red-haired lady around here?
Hello. Isn't this a fine morning?
Sure. Fuck you. There it is. I did it. You mother... No. I'm looking for a suspect. Have you seen any suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
Another day off?
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
You motherfucking liar. You've been here for like 3 days at least. Don't lie to me. Did that move?
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
Yeah, cool.
You see, a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains.
Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice.
Edifice.
Feld Electrical. How ironic. All these dark rooms. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there. Or in that boat shack. In that church tower, maybe.
Yeah.
Why single out this one building?
Oh. Impossible, but we get +3 because we found the empty trap. +3 because we heard Lena's true story. +3 because we went on a date. +1 for reconstructed execution. +1 because we confronted the pigs. +3 for death notification. And +1 for the jacket. I don't know, man. I think we got this.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead. No rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
Tomb. What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind, the city. Whatever you thought would happen did not. And now you're just standing there in the pale of the morning with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas? A prayer of sorts to Revachol.
Turn to Kim. She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least.
Yep.
And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
And if that fails, if we don't find her,
then if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast.
and you're telling me I just shouldn't do this again? I've been around. I've looked here and there. You can't just flap this in my face yet again. We'll just pretend like I went here first and then I walked around a little bit and there was nothing.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What's happening?
She's down there.
What? I think she's down there below the building.
Okay. Why?
Ever since I woke up, maybe even before, I've been getting these strange cold spells.
Good, good. Yes. Cold spells. So basically your hangover is telling you she's down there?
Yes, I can literally talk to my hangover. That's how bad it has gotten. Call it a gut feeling.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
There's a ladder next to the sign. Perhaps we can climb it. Enter through that way? Through the roof?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
Well, I'm scared. Surely I need physical something. Go ahead.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess the situation.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp. In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
Step on the bench. 190, I'm a giant. 180's probably right.
Not to mention that the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to do something more subtle? What if you were to reconceptualize climbing the ladder?
Huh?
Astral projection. Be open-minded about this.
Astral. What if I don't climb? What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
But it is a thing. It just need a bit of concentration.
Okay, let's say teleportation is a thing. Wouldn't you need some kind of scientific apparatus to create a teleportation field? You can't just do it without apparatus.
What are they talking about?
It would be a weird conversation for both of them to hear.
Teleportation, Mikhail. It's generally thought impossible.
Won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
He is restraining himself from using a parental tone with you right now. All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
Do it.
Zoot, zap, ow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear, your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
He can't believe that I climbed the ladder, or... I did it, Kim. I teleported.
I just saw you climb the ladder. You just climbed it like a regular person.
I knew it. I knew. That's how did you even, like, that looks... Anyway.
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear...
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside. Don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
Yeah, I'll do my best. This is exciting. The central support beam has been destroyed by artillery fire. Yeah, you say that about everything. Can I walk here? Cool if I could. Anyway, I knew I was going up here. What is this? Is a postcard from Martinez? The glass is covered with grime and dust. You can barely see out. I could be a voice actor for this game. Ah, officer, a faded picture of postcard from the end of the last century of shows Martinez. Shut the fuck up. Sorry. I guess we go down. Rats. This collapse nearly sealed the basement. One can barely squeeze by. You should take out your flashlight. Well, you know. I mean, you know. Like, I guess. Bit creepy in here, isn't it? Antiquated office furniture, last century maybe? Brought down and forgotten so long ago. This overturned table is covered in orange mildew, crawling with something. Old file folders in the cart, documents, silvery with mold. A series of thick, dusty panes of glass. Your jacket. It gives you +1 to suggestion, Harry Dubois. +1 to suggestion. My oh my, truly fancy. But no, not for now. There might be some motherfucking tear down here. Oh, gee, I was like, bah! We found her, but it is just Kim.
2 rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been here under the boardwalk for a while.
Who's there?
What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Stop playing around and help me get the door open.
Ignore the door. I can just leave him hanging there. I'll leave him standing. Push the door open.
The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the 2 metal panels slide open with a creak.
Creak.
Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that.
Yeah, sure. How did you even get there?
After you climbed up to the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before.
He's quite proud of himself.
Yeah, well, I climbed a shady, rickety ladder, so could have saved me the effort.
At least now we have an exit, so let's get going. It's time to investigate these passages.
Yeah. Yeah? Yeah, if only I'd been here, right? And fucking tried to fucking go here 20 times. Oh, but I did. I did do that. Hey, you want to go to the roof? Look at this. It's crazy up here. Isn't it? Do you like it? Do you like it up here? Do.
Yes?
That's good. You love it. That's great. Do you think after we're done solving this case, we could maybe work together, become partners? I don't know, like work on some other cases together, maybe move in together, or maybe just, you know, maybe be partners in crime and solving crime.
Yes?
Ah, I'm glad you feel how I feel. Kim, do I have a future on YouTube?
Yes?
Ah. Right, I mean, not just like I'm gonna keep making videos and thus I have a future on YouTube, but can I make it, you know, can I get rich?
Yes?
Oh. But not so much the fact that I have the ability to, it's like, will I actually get rich from YouTube one day?
Yes?
Ah. Good. So this is the speaking. First, gotta learn how to speak. Then, gotta learn how to creak. Then, you gotta click the yellow. In the beam of the flashlight, a crevice in the wall. Hello? Yeah, what? Chill, man. What was this? Steel fabric. So, water? Smelling dust. No one slept here for a while. These pots and plates are full of dust and spiderwebs. That's what we saw, right? The same slit window you saw from the outside. Revolutionary propaganda on the bunk bed. Ancient flyers. Scoobity boobity.
Could this have been the killer's hideout? And this narrow window, the point of origin of the shot that killed the mercenary?
No.
Outside the window, another day. The beach sand soaks up the drizzling rain, growing darker and darker.
Could the killer have used this as a hideout?
It's a great place to hide, certainly. But there hasn't been anyone here in ages.
Kim, I can't see the whirling in rags. The shot didn't come from here, just in case you were thinking it might come from down in this little sewer.
Indeed. No one could get a clear view. Well, at least we've been thorough. I like thorough.
Did you hear the crack? I just cracked both of my shoulders with a stretch. That was amazing.
The lieutenant's voice betrays a slight disappointment, which he glosses over by reasserting control.
Look for Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Determine where the shot came from. Ooh. A hat. Well, you know when it's a +1 to something something goobity goo, we gotta put it on.
This hat is so soft, so warm. It wraps around your head, and your mind tingles with all manner of socio-economic theory.
Ushanka. Ushme. Uturbe. This is an Ushanka, right?
Kraz Mazov would have worn this Ushanka. Mazov knew where to cook those thoughts. That's why it bears a Mazovian logo. Glory to the revolution, comrade. Whether you like it or not, wearing this hat has made you more communist.
Well, I don't know if I like that. And maybe I will take it off. We get another level? Sure did. We could just start putting points into things, but I guess we can do another little run trying to talk to people, and I'm sure we'll find more white checks. There were so many, and now there's none. Oh, he, ooh, Boot prints in the sand. One of the soles appears more worn than the other. The tunnel collapsed. You have to find another way around. I think it might be the... Oh! There's something in the air. An unnatural buzzing. This shit buzzing. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound.
There it is again, like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell.
Lieutenant, did you feel something?
No. What do you mean?
A pain, a strange tingling. A ghost.
I don't feel it, but we should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh.
Saw them too, footprints. With the right sole worn smooth.
Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully.
What do you mean?
Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and the Wild Pines will do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over.
You will upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. Keep calm Go over the whole situation in detail.
My stomach wants to go in detail too. We found out Everett's plan to take the harbor. Maybe we should tell Joyce about it?
I leave that to your judgment. You already know what I think about cross-pollinating information like this. It's dangerous, but...
Is this like endgame type shit? Like, don't go here before you've done everything else?
He just can't be sure. Maybe it will yield something useful.
I suddenly remembered we were running the serial number on the victim's armor.
You think we should finish running it now? Maybe you're right. It might not be as useful later.
It's a minor point. Don't worry too much about this. There are bigger fish.
Yeah, but might as well. We've checked the buoy with Kalash's documents. I want to hear her take on why it was empty.
Okay, why not? Whatever goes down might also affect her. The Union is watching her closely now.
Not closely enough, you suspect. But still, good idea to visit her once more.
So these are the most important things? What about Suna and all that stuff? How bad do you think things could get?
Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground.
He smiles in the dark.
Let's try not to worry, he thinks. If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done.
What do you think is waiting for us there?
I think I see a cavern. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise.
I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking.
And the flashlight.
Or maybe not. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back.
That was the game telling me, don't go this way. I guess we won't. Is that the end all be all of everything, all of the all? Enter the cavern below the Feld building when you're ready. Note, Union and cryptozoology business might end when you do. Well, holy fucking shit, I didn't expect to find the ending, so to speak. Certainly not ready for it.
Holding the gun feels natural and satisfying. It's like an extension of your arm, the polished wooden handle almost fusing into your palm.
I think my hand recognizes it.
It reminds you of the day you first held it, with fear and respect, hoping you don't have to use it in vain. The sun was out in Jamrock. It was so long ago. This is your gun. It's more of a symbol than anything else, because there is always a rational, sensible, reasonable solution to every situation. Sheathe it and know you have the moral high ground.
Yeah. Pointed at Kim now. Boink, I guess. We really should be thinking about these thoughts. Right? If we're starting to run out of time, then we found out what to do. Like, I don't think we need this, do we? Learning cap for perception. Speed? I don't know, speed. Oops. Wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, I was like, you're telling me I can't put anything on it, but we have the white morning, which seems interesting, right? You see yourself from above. You passed out on the blue tiles at the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter in the mention of what? A great white object? Letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley? The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. This one seems important. Maybe I'm wrong. Do we really need that? See, this is just that's the weird advanced race theory, whatever. Rhetorics leveled up the race a little bit. We don't, we can literally, yeah, I don't think we need that. +1 to conceptualization is good, sure, but... Alright, so for this one more door I do like, because we just talked about it. I don't know what that art is, kind of weird. Armor. Arno van Eyck is interesting too. It'll give us +1 to interfacing. Generator. 7. My date of birth, huh? That's a long time. Guess we gotta do it just because how long it is. Try to get that over with. Whoa, what did I do? I clicked, wait, okay. I thought I put something. Internalize. Get to thinking, man. Pretentious wanker. I still like the XP. Whoa. Yeah, -1, -1, -1, but +1 to psyche return of the self. I think just I need that just for like the Koldoma Magadakwa. 10 cents for every green orb. I don't know if that matters anymore. You know? And we've got health options and stuff, so I guess we don't need that. Or I guess if this... But they're only about red check failures. How many more of those are we gonna get? You once jerked off in the locker room and were caught. Ugh. Maybe we'll forget about this. Sad as it is. Arno. I think we're doing Arno. Just, that's gotta be related to the the clubbing and all those people. And if it's shit, we can always get rid of it. Alright. I am flabbergasted. I cannot believe it.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Did you find out more about the owner of the armored boots?
Yes. It took some convincing, but I got the mercenary's name and a few biographical details. Are you ready?
Yes.
The lieutenant leans in to listen, notebook in hand.
Shoot.
That suit of armor was issued to an Oranese citizen named Elysium. That's E-L-L-I-S K-O-R-T-E-N-A-I-R. Exact date of birth, unknown. He was signed into the Elysium County Neonatal Care Unit on 28th of February, 09. He was found as a newborn in a leaf compactor near an abandoned farm. He spent 4 months in the neonatal unit, survived apparently, and was assigned to a foster family at 2.
According to Clausia, Lele said his real name wasn't really his. Perhaps that's because he was fostered.
This is what the ICP knows about him. He was raised by foster parents, entered the Eastbrand Military Academy in Vredefort at 17, then served in the Oranese forces till he was honorably discharged in 41, just a year before the Seminese conflict. Then the armor followed him to Seminine, or at least I assume it did. And that's it. There are no records of his employment in Crenel, or any of its other incarnations, or him even entering Revachol.
Well, he was found in a leaf compactor?
It's a garden tool used to press leaves into these cubes. It's a detail the hospital had, the only detail in these files. So I thought it would be good for you to know.
Thank you.
It is. Thank you, Alice.
Any information on his foster parents?
None, officer. Sorry.
So all we have to connect him to Crenel is the armor.
Even that is a small miracle. These organizations usually double-check their inventory. Thank you, Alice. Great work.
No problem, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
A compliment from Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Not bad.
Yeah. Well, we have his name and service record now. Thank you.
A name. This is very good. P.O.N.R.
This means something to him. To know that name. Like naming a case. It's important. Sometimes police work is about human dignity. About giving back names to anonymous victims.
I'm glad the inquiry was helpful to your investigation, officer. Did you have any other questions?
I don't know about these, but sure.
Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
I have found my badge.
10-4, sir, glad to hear that. I'll write down that there is no need to issue a new one to you then. Over.
I've also successfully located my 9mm Virage Pistol. It's on me now and I won't lose it again.
10-4, sir, roger that, and very glad to hear it. I will make relevant changes to the report.
Thank you. That's all. Thank you.
Roger that, 10-10, over and out.
This is Precinct 57.
Sylvie.
Just a second. Sylvie Malay, yes. Hello?
Hey, it's the police again?
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
But it's great. Have we called her already? I guess we did. No, I mean we did, but...
No, not me.
Oh yeah, I remember. That was recent. This felt like something I did very early.
Yeah, go on.
You hear?
Anything else I can help
No,
you with?
that's it. Thank you.
57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see...
Okay, well, yeah. Almost another point. Hey man, I know where your lady is. We're about to go arrest her.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Fuck yeah, man. Dopey dopey dope dope. It's been over an hour, but I want to keep playing a little bit, man. Shit. We might have like one more episode where we go around fixing some... Nah, there might be like 2 episodes of catching up on everything before we then get into the ending. I don't know, maybe come to call me a runt again?
Looking for something, Runt?
Ah. What about you? You got something to say?
Right to work!
Yeah. I guess we'll have to talk to Everard at some point. God forbid. Ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-dum. We had to say something to Clashie, right? Don't really remember what, but... Hello.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
That. I found your buoy. It was empty.
Oh.
Did you take the documents?
No, of course not. As I said, it would have been too risky for me to use those documents anyway. My employer gave them to me. In truth, I should have destroyed them.
I have this strange feeling that it was an undiscovered cryptid that took... I'm afraid you may be in danger.
Yes, I am. Regardless of who took the documents. It was probably just an accident. I was worried I'd been too careless with the latch. The documents were probably just washed away.
The words, washed away, sound distant and strange suddenly. Somewhere far away, a dog barks.
Godly. Shivers. Why do I feel like you've won here?
I really don't know, sir. I certainly don't feel like I've won. I feel like shit, sir. All the time.
She smiles, a bitter little smile. She means it.
But it turned out well for you. You've slipped past all suspicions.
Clearly, I haven't. We're having this conversation, aren't we? How well could it have gone, I mean?
The rain falls on her shoulders, tinting her blonde hair light brown. It smells of industrial pollution and brine.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for... I don't know how long now. I like to call this my rooftop containment facility.
What are you contained for, then?
For my sins, of course. The long-standing sins of a bad, frivolous person. For destroying my first love. For working for bad people. The list goes on and on.
And it goes on and on and... This all turned out well enough for you. You somehow managed to not become a suspect. Something seems off with this theory I've developed. The dried flowers on the roof. Could Ruby have left them? These don't fit with anything.
The what? Oh, those ones. I don't know, sir. I said I have no idea what to make of them. Honestly, I think they're just trash. I mean, there's no reason for me to think they're somehow connected to her. Did I? Why do I still feel suspicion hanging over me then? What I managed was to get him killed. I'm the love that does people in, remember?
The lieutenant looks away, over the railing. He feels uncomfortable with this conversation. He doesn't know what to add.
Not much to add. Sit down, I guess.
She nods, Slowly, carefully even. There is suddenly a strange glint in her eyes. Not malicious, but dangerous.
Talk to her when it's not raining. Man. Come on. Fine. Jump scare. Kitchen guy. Anything new with you?
The Coppernado is back. What do you want?
Bye, buddy. Probably won't see you again. Or talk to you, I mean. Well, it was smoky there for a second. I just... What? Oh, man, damn. God, sorry. No, please, for the love of God.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
So what? We just can't open it. Unless there's a thought that can give us some pluses to that. There's so many thoughts we missed. Like how? Polletero. It's crazy. But sure. Yeah. Right. Is it ever gonna melt, or is it just forever gonna say that?
This orange machine is dead still.
I don't know. What is it gonna take? 3 days? What you doing anyway, huh? Nobody left here. Ain't nobody buddy. I guess we can try... It's the wrong button. We can try... What do I even care about at this point? All of these don't really matter to me. And a lot of them I can't even do anyway. A net. Now I do want to try to do that. The wash basin. I don't even know. Kuno. Just Kuno. Matt, stop. Washerwoman. Yeah. Probably just asking her for money. Well, I guess we can, what did I just say we could do? Annette. Sure. Suggestion, was it?
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
I want to do this because it's fun. Suggestion. Thank you. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da. What? Was it purple? Pink? Purple? Didn't we've been over this. But man, I do not remember. Remembering is not a thing for me. Hand-eye coordination. Maybe we like that. Suggestion is purple. What was I looking for? That's suggestion. I guess we'll take a +1.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
What are you missing here? Why does this feel familiar?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Well, I kind of understood that. We've met before, huh?
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, apologizing to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
What do you mean better? Well, thanks. I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes? Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
Party eyes, huh?
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
Does that mean I've been partaking in narcotics? The girl doesn't know what she's talking about. Forget about this. Yeah, no party. I mean, no reason to deny, though, what we did do.
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
So why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with? Because why would... I'll ask it, but like, why would she say, oh, by the way, I know you? Like, what do you mean?
I didn't know I had to do that.
I don't really like this detective deduction game anymore. Thanks, I've learned something about myself today.
I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Yeah. This wasn't really worth it, but at least we leveled up just to get our point back. Basically. Have you come to admire my mural? I want to go to the island. Can I just look at the island? Is that it?
This coin-operated viewer is facing south. It has given up all its secrets. There seems to be a sunken sea fort on the islet in the bay.
What's a tourist attraction doing here?
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick.
Wow.
They got as far as the street lamps and that statue on the intersection before something went sour. I suspect it was Evrard's class doing. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Cool, I dig organized crime. Can't we do something about it?
We should have done something about the Union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Alright, insert a coin.
Your money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk. The ring of metal. The curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry. Different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
I've done this.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth room, its leaves ripped from it by the winter wind.
There are ruins of some kind. Of building. Could the shot have come from there, then entered the window upstairs?
Can you tell? From this distance? I don't think it's possible.
It's not. The details are blurry. There's water vapor in the way and waves cut into the
ruins.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
Crazy. Does that count as checking it off? No. Island.
This coin-operated viewer is facing...
What we can do is go buy some books and read them and see what we get out of it. I also want to paint this, but I don't have a paintbrush, and she didn't want to give me hers, and I don't know what else to do. Guessing it's empty here now. Went to the village on the coast, officer. See you there. Joyce, Joyce. Indeed. Damn. I don't even know. I just want to help Suna, but I can't. Kim, get out of my fucking way. Get out of my fucking way, motherfucker! Thank you. Huh. There's something down there. Okay. Where does that help? Potato cellar. Sure. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun, ba-da-dun.
The worn and beaten wooden plank.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the...
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
He's like barely gone. What do you mean? He was gone like once. Yo, can I like see everything that you guys... Well, even if they have something that gives physical, it's not like I can level it up anymore. Unless I get a thought that levels up. So is that my only path? Because I can't level up this. And I put the points in there already. What more can I do? I don't know. I guess I need to end now because I feel like we're just walking in a circle now, running, and I'm not really doing anything, and I can't really think of exactly what to do. I'm not sure how to do this. I don't know how to get to the island. I don't know nothing about that. We can do this, but that's some endgame type shit apparently. Or maybe at least it makes some things not able to be done anymore. We can talk to Joyce about something. We should do that. We can maybe talk to Everett. I'm not sure what else we got to add to that. When Kim's not around, so assuming we go sleep one more time, or I can make him leave, but we might not get to do that. Find someone with technical expertise, probably Suna, but we might need to help her first. But we can't do that. And this might be the thought that I have about Arno. And she'll talk once I help them, once I've helped Suna. Gotta help Egghead with the beat. That might also be the thought, since it's all about Van Eyck. And this... Yep. Pissing competition. There's nothing much left then. There really isn't much left. I guess we'll talk to Joyce. How long's it been? We could do it now, but I don't know. I guess we can do it next. Yeah, we'll do it next time. Just running, getting there, I guess. Checking this.
The trap is full of poor things.
That's it. No cryptid. Seems the walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. Bench.
The worn and beaten wood.
We can sit on bench.
You can revisit.
You can Kurwa. Joyce. I mean, I guess we're here now. Fuck it. We'll end it with this.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Something about Everett?
Oh.
He helped me find my gun?
Stupendous. I didn't think he'd pull through.
Check it out. Maybe. She knows I'm weird already, so it could be funny, but maybe we don't. But maybe we do. Maybe we do.
That's beautiful.
Keeping her calm, perfect posture. Her eyes move across the muzzle keenly.
A Villiers 9mm. Front-loaded? 2 or 3-barreled?
3. It was not easy to get this gun back. I'll tell you that.
Villiers and LaSalle was one of the original 14 Indo tribes of Revachol. Did you know? Artillery and ballistics. Before the revolution, of course. They belong to some Gottwalders now.
She phrases it as if it's a pity. She also phrases it as a transition out of you waving your gun around.
What else? It helps to sometimes hold inventory of the things you've achieved, you know. Clears the soul.
Ma'am, this whole thing is a takeover.
A takeover?
Yes, it's not a strike. You aren't being let in because there's nothing to negotiate. The Union is taking the terminal. He's told me so in his own words. He's taking it. Well, the first one.
If they're taking it...
Then what?
Green livery changing into red. blot by blot, like a cancer of the blood, metastasizing.
Then we're talking about a war. Evrart needs to let me into the harbor at once. We need to talk about this.
I can ask him to let you in.
No. It's naive of me. He sent you. This is the negotiation now.
Scratch my ear. There's a fish down there. Interesting that they even put that. Well, I'm not like one of 10 people who's noticed some fish flying around. Flying? Yeah, it's flying. Fucking idiot. There they are. Fish.
And if he does not avert his course, it will be a war negotiation, detectives.
War's their goal. They think they can win before you even know it's started.
An insane goal. Cornell has 1,000 men on their payroll. The next batch will be a platoon of 20 men and a gunship. You can't simply trick them.
I've seen the Union's forces. They are better organized than these mercenaries. They also have the support of the people of Revachol West. It will take more than Cornell to wipe them out. Wild Pines will need to send more and better equipped men. Make no mistake, ma'am. I am sure you have the money. The question is, how many years and how many lives are you willing to sacrifice?
What do you suggest I do?
First, will this affect your decision-making process?
Everything affects the decision-making process, detective.
Officer?
What?
For once, I don't seem to know what the right thing to do is.
It's not the RCM's job to make these decisions. The workers should have the harbor. Cut off the snake's head. Evrart. It's a bluff, call it. Have them open fire and see how long they last. Bring in everything you have and wipe them from the face of the earth. Look at your wrist. It's a apocalypso clock. I wish there was a disco option.
I'm afraid we won't disco our way out of this one.
It's not really RCM's job.
Of course. Your job is to clean up after them. And it looks like there will be a lot of cleaning to be done in the near future. What will I do?
I don't know.
Her arms fall to her sides. Her spine relaxes.
Did I ever tell you how they discovered this Isola? During our reality lowdown?
You said you would one day.
It may be the only break we've ever caught as a species. The last one for 400 years.
Why?
The nations who colonized this Isola called theirs Muindi, the world. It was all they knew. All they thought would be. That there would be something more was a gamble, akin to another world, or life after death. The Pale was thought to be impregnable, perpetual. Irene la Navigateur, the Queen of Suren, sent 8 expeditions, one after the other, into the mass at the edge of the world. 5 of the crews did not return. 2 did, but had lost their minds.
Each of those expeditions would have been led by an admiral. Sounds like a purge. Like she was purging her political rivals.
Sounds cruel.
There was no precedent for such an undertaking. People thought she was punishing the admirals, or had gone mad, or both. Until after years of trial and error, and the development of a strict psychological regime imitating the creation process of poetry.
Called Volta do Mar, or Return from the Sea.
The 8th expedition returned sane and intact. They told of a new continent of matter. They told the Queen and her counselor, Dolores Day, that the Pale had begun to condense, day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute, slowly raining down until it formed a vast ocean.
The air is cold and scented with petrichor.
The phenomenon has never again been encountered. For a time, the crew thought they were experiencing a hallucination. The mass hand proclaimed, "Lancielinde, Lancielinde," the signal to wake up. But they could not. They were sane and conscious, as islands began to appear on the horizon. There are 78,000 uninhabited islands in the Insulindian archipelago, officer. The freckled face of God.
You've thought it a million times.
Afterlife, death. After death, life. After life, death. After death, life. After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again.
A total shift in human comprehension of reality. On the second day, a great skua was shot down above the flagship Lysergique. The bird was preserved and brought back, along with pollen.
Pollen.
4 years later, the Queen's Counsellor was proclaimed Her Innocence Dolores Day, the elected world spirit. The age of humanism, internationalism, and parliamentary rule followed. We were high.
Leaving us here.
On Caillou, the Pebble, the largest of the fertile, uninhabited islands of the northeast Insulindian archipelago. 4 centuries and 2 revolutions later,
The great skua was the first bird they saw?
the first living, autonomous organism. Proof of reality. It's the symbol of Insulinde, detective. The coat of arms of the suzerain and the wings on the crest of the commune.
I seem to have it in for it. Or it for me. I broke one.
In your defense, it is a nasty creature who plucks food from the throats of lesser birds. Yet much like Revachol, it is also magnificent and rare. Imagine the suzerain of seagulls.
There was a sting in your heart at the mention before, when she said its name.
And this was the last break we got?
The nations of Mundi proceeded to discover 5 more Isolae. Or they discovered us. All in the rush of the great inter-Islary reconnection. But these others weren't uninhabited. We had to kill people there. Wipe out indigenous populations. Gunboat economies. Or they came to do the same for us. Or had done to each other. But there was no one but the skua, the Liliat Seya, and the Blood Beach, and the River Esperance. It was the new world. The Mondials used it to amass the greatest concentration of wealth mankind has ever seen. Revachol, the suzerain.
What happened?
Revolution, poverty, and the mercurial rise of capitalism.
What will you do?
I will surrender Terminal B to the Union.
Is that within your means?
She puts her hand in the rain. She's silent for a second.
We will see.
It is well within her authority. It's been clear for some time that this woman is more than she lets on.
Ma'am, this may well unravel property law this side of the river. If that occurs, we may never see the end of this kind of confrontation. The next time there will be 2 strikes, then 4, then 100.
Maybe I didn't get a new thought. Or did I? Did it say I gained? Thought gained. Okay. But this one was me actually completing one. Anyway. Harry, you shouldn't be thinking about these things when you're having important conversations.
What happens will happen.
Yeah.
The age of capital has only begun. I will talk to my employers in person. We will amputate and cauterize Martinez. If you handle the situation on the ground.
You're going now?
Yes, Mr. Clare has a 2-month head start. I can't let it grow any bigger. and I've exhausted all my options from here.
We. She generally avoids that term with her employers.
There are no employers. She's a member of the board, probably a partner.
You are the Wild Pines. There are no employers.
You are the citizens' militia. There are no superiors.
Of course I have superiors.
That's right, Detective. And next time, you should confer with them before you go setting events in motion.
Despite his words, he's not really sure whether to be annoyed with you or not. Events are already in motion. Whether your actions accelerated or momentarily retarded their progress, even the lieutenant cannot really say.
Even after all this time, I still don't really understand who you are, what your angle is.
I have not deceived you. I told you exactly who I was. Rejoice Layton.
Alright.
Keep the peace, and I will keep my end of the bargain.
How far along is Cronell's investigation?
The confrontation is imminent. They have followed in your footsteps. As your investigation reaches a climax, so does theirs. They are your shadow. Arm yourselves. Armor yourselves. Protect their targets. Violence may be unavoidable, but we can limit the casualties.
When will they make their move? Where?
Soon. I do not know precisely. They have cut off all communication, you see. They know I've been feeding you information. One last thing, Lieutenant Dubois. I've given the matter much thought and come to this conclusion. You're not an amnesiac. You're insane.
So you know my true identity. Say my name.
I know, because I, too, am insane.
Ah, well.
I just hide my illness better. And I'm rich.
Isn't everybody a little insane?
No, Detective. No one's as insane as you.
Don't worry, madame. I am very sane.
You're over-radiated?
I'm overexposed, baby. My travels take me through the Pale dozens of times a year. I've got the longing. And I've got it bad.
She would die to return to it. The Pale. The past. Anything one can return to.
How do you keep your shit together?
The same strict psychological regimen the 8th Admiral developed when he crossed the Pale and discovered this Isola. The Volta P.O.N.R. It's used by inter-Islary travelers and other troubled souls, even to this day.
You could use a little of it yourself.
Goodbye, Joyce L. Messia. Goodbye, Rejoice Layton. Goodbye, nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. Yeah, you know, we are insane, aren't we?
Watch out for yourselves. They will strike soon.
The lieutenant watches her boat grow smaller on the bay, its white sails fluttering. With worry in his eyes, he does not know if it was the right thing to do, but he doesn't say anything.
Well, I don't know either, man. I'm just tagging along for the ride. I don't know. You give me options and I probably take them. Or you give me the option and I probably take it.
You wonder what Everard has to say about this. Slowly, the sails turn grey-blue as more oxygen gets between you.
I probably shouldn't tell Everard. But maybe I will. This is a new thought. let's do it.
Honor Van Eyck. Okay, so Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise. Van Eyck is an Oranese disc jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on, just threw it away, and then it ended up in the hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him, and he was frightened by it.
Reveal Arno Van Eyck gig posters in the world. Huh? 8 hours, man. That's the last conversation, and that's 8 fucking hours it needs. You're joking. Be so close to me, man. Well, this is crazy. Yeah. I'll see you in the next one. I feel like it might not be the last one. I feel like there's a 25% chance. 20? It's a 20% chance the next episode is the last one. But a fair chance it isn't. I guess we'll see. Take care. Almost 2 hours. I need to go to bed. I wasn't really meant to go for this long. Oh, man. Alright. See you guys around. Take care. Good night. Goopity boopity.